Okay, once we have our hole marked and punched, drilling of the hole is pretty easy, but this is the kind of drill that you should be using. This is a circular saw, and it's especially made for drilling through metal. Okay, even though our steel stud slot is pretty thin, this is the kind of drill bit that you want to use. Okay, so we're all set. Now I've stabilized this on our jig so that we can hold it in place. Take your time with it. Alright, we'll go over the actual dimensions at another time. I just want to show you basically how you can drill a hole in your steel stud slot. After we've drilled that hole in the right location, we want to put a support to hold this rubber tube because this metal is pretty sharp and we don't want it to eat into the tube. Okay, so we have I've already taken the liberty of pre-drilling these holes in this location just to show you. This is approximately where we want to drill the hole. We don't want to drill the hole too low because that's going to puncture our waterproof underlayment and we could have a leak. And we don't want to drill it too high because it's not going to have that much support. These are good locations for the hole. You can do this yourself. Alright, so you line your trickle down distributor support, your TDD support, line it up. Drill your holes. The drill I'm using is 3/32 of an inch, and this is a good size for the kind of screws that we'll be using. And let me get my Phillips head bit ready. Okay, so you can just line it up now. Now you might want to use a C-clamp to hold everything in place while you do this, if you don't have somebody to hold it for you. Or you can do it yourself. There you go. There's one. And here's another. These screws are specially made to work with steel stud slots. They're really great. They're not too expensive either. Anyway, okay, so this is our support for our trickle down tube. Now you'll notice this hole is a bit larger than you might say that it needs to be, but when it comes to installing this trickle down tube, you want a little play in this hole, and you don't have to worry. You're not going to have any leaks in this area. If you're really concerned with that, you could always put a little silicone caulking around the hole when you're done. There's no pressure associated with it. Anyway, so this is basically how you mount the trickle down tube support. We can bring out the hole on the other side. Alright, so we're just going to melt through this waterproof underlayment, this Berger Brothers underlayment. It is heat resistant, but not the kind of temperatures that a soldering iron generates. Okay, so that one's done. Now all we have to do is install the other TDD support.